Hello, today we continue our study of three-dimensional objects. Yesterday we did rectangular prisms. Today we're going to do triangular prisms. Triangular prisms don't always go very well for students. I'm going to give you a couple reasons why. First, this is a triangular prism. It kind of looks like, I don't know, I think of like the roof of a house, I guess. And so this oftentimes gets mixed up with this. This is a pyramid. Now, if I show you this, I think everybody says it's a pyramid. I mean, you just have enough knowledge of that kind of a thing. It's got that little pointy thing at the top. And so it's a pyramid. And there's just one base. Not that you care about that, but most students will look at this and say it's a pyramid. But when I show them this, sometimes I'll get half students saying, oh, it's a pyramid, and half students telling me it's a prism. So let's talk about why it's a prism and not a pyramid. First, pyramids always have that pointy thing. Pyramid, pointy, okay? This doesn't have a pointy thing. It has an edge. Remember we talked about vertices? It's got these two vertices, but these are not points at the top. So no point, it's a prism. Pointy, pyramid, okay? So let's go back to this shape. So we know it's a prism now, and then the second thing that messes students up is the bases. If it's a prism, then it has to have two bases that are parallel. So most of the time, if I set this shape like this, students are great at telling me that this is the base, because when you think of a base, you think of the bottom. And so that goes just fine. You'll say, oh yeah, prism, triangular. Also, there's no point on the top, so it's a little bit easier to tell it's a prism, not a pyramid. But if I set the shape down like this, then everyone wants to say that's the base because it's the bottom. But bases don't have to be the bottom. So look at this bottom, and there isn't anything parallel to it. These two sides are not parallel to it. So this can't be the base. Let's look, and this side can't be the base, and this side can't be the base for all the same reasons. But if I turn it like this, got a triangle there, I have a triangle there, and they are parallel. That's the definition of bases. There are two sides that are parallel to each other and also equal to each other, okay? So prism. Today we're going to do a prism. The other thing that messes people up on this is when they do the area of a triangle, they forget to divide by 2. Don't be that kid. You know how to do it. Don't be the kid that forgets to divide by 2. Sometimes I'm the kid that forgets to divide by 2, but you don't want to be like me, okay? You want to be like you and not do that. So let's look at our notes right now, okay? We're going to fill stuff in. Again, we have our formula. Oh my gosh, it is exactly the same. And this is one of the reasons I don't like these new formulas, because in an effort to make it simpler, they make it more complicated. They being the math gods up there that decide all this stuff. All right, so, but you can see right here, and we wrote this on, or something similar to that on your formula chart. Hopefully you did. If you didn't, or you missed that video, click back a little bit, you'll find it. And yeah, you need to fill out your formula chart. So I'm going to look at this first shape, and I have to, first thing I want to do is highlight the bases. All right, so I'm looking at it. Don't pick the bottom, it's not the base. All right, this is one side, which means this will be the other side. And remember that the height is the line that connects the two bases. Now this can get pretty crazy because of all the B's and H's in this formula. So we're going to first we're going to write the formula down. It's asking me for the volume of this shape. So the first thing I'll do is I will write the formula. Step 1. Step 2, let's find big B. Big B is the area of the base. And if you look at the base, it is a triangle. Okay, the base is a triangle. So I'm going to do the formula for a triangle. Base, little b, times height divided by 2. So I kind of scribbled it out, but you can still kind of see it. But the base and the height are 6 times 5. And then don't forget to divide by 2. B equals 15. All right, we have big B. We're going to put big B in the formula. Now let's look at the height of the entire prism. Remember, it's the line that's connecting those two bases. So it is 12. If you remember your multiplication, your times tables, then, well, actually, that's not one of them. Okay, so let's go ahead and work out 15 times 12. I'm going to go ahead and write it out over here. I had a cheat sheet, but it fell on the floor and I can't reach it now. So we'll just go with me doing quick math and hopefully I won't screw it up. Have 180. So 180, and this is centimeters cubed. All right, next one. Again, it looks like that rectangle is the base, but it's not because there's not a rectangle that's parallel to it. So on this shape here, again, it's these triangles. It wants the volume of this shape, so I start with the formula. Then I find big B. Big B here is a triangle. Again, that's what it is. So we're going to do base times height divided by 2. 4 times 2 divided by 2. Big B is 4. I'm going to put the 4 back into the original formula, 4. Now remember, the height, it's the line that connects the two bases. This is another mistake on a shape that looks like this that students make is they pick the 4 as the height because it's the vertical line. But you have to understand that this triangular prism, whether it sits like this or sits like this, or I like to use example of it floating around in space. This is a floating, spinning around. No matter what, these are the bases. This is the height. It's the line that connects the two bases. So it doesn't matter if it's like this or floating around. Keep that in mind. It's a hard concept to swallow. So the height is going to be the 5. So the volume is 20 centimeters cubed. Yay, let's keep going. Next one. Again, it's tempting to say that the base is a rectangle on the bottom, but there's nothing parallel. There's not another side parallel to that. So it's the triangles again on either side. So I'm going to go ahead and shade in this triangle and shade in that triangle. I'm going to write the formula. We always start with the formula. Then I look here and big B is a triangle. So I need to do the formula for a triangle. So it's base times height divided by 2. It's hard to read, but it's a 3. H times 3 divided by 2 is 12. So the big B, the area of that triangle is 12. So I'm going to put a 12 right here. And the height, if you remember, is the line that connects the two bases. So the height is this 12. So we have 12 times 12, which is 144 centimeters cubed. Are you having fun yet? I bet you are. Let's go to the next one. A word problem. Oh, our favorite. I'm just kidding. Okay, I have a box that is shaped like a triangular prism. The area of the base is 42. Big B is 42. I don't know why everyone misses that every year. Half the kids miss that. It's giving you the area of the base. It's giving you big B. You don't have to find it. And let's see. And the height is 2.5. What is the volume? Okay, they gave me H here. They gave that to me. So I start with my formula and I start plugging in what they gave me. They didn't give me volume. They did give me big B, and they did give me the height. So if I multiply these two together, and I'm really just too lazy to do that. Let me look at my cheat sheet. I've got 105 I end up with. 105. So I end up volume equals 105 inches cubed. All right. Checking my other work. Yes, it looks good. I didn't mess it up. Good luck. I know you're going to do great. Just remember those formulas and plug in the numbers you got. You'll be awesome. See you later. Bye bye.